What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the worst part of the 72-hour stream you're probably going to see.
Nah.
Nice.
I'm sure somebody will screw up more than us.
Well,
yeah,
I
sure.
don't know. I told them that I don't know if anybody knows. I'm sure everybody knows Jesse's Brix Galaxy, but I just had to go on after him, and they were on there playing D&D, and that's kind of hard to top. So I'm just going to start giving away UCS sets on the account of Gene or something. I'm not really sure.
We will give out every UCS set we have in stock for free.
Deal. Sign up. But you have to make a minimum purchase of $22 on his Bricklink store.
No, you have to join Bearded Brix's membership.
I did. I don't know if anybody's
just
seen
for
it.
full disclosure. Yeah, for full disclosure, Richard, we don't have any UCS sets in stock.
Nope.
I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I gave my first giveaway away, and I ended up winning it.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, there's something twisted about that.
Seems rigged.
Mayo said that a couple of brickheads screwed up more because they didn't put the link to the other person in their channel at the end. Well,
nice.
Now you'll have to remind me in 3 hours to do that. Well, what is everybody doing? I caught Miss Ingrid yesterday. She was actually, yesterday. Well, whatever. She was the first person to start this. What is going on, Will?
Wow.
What's up, Will?
He said, "What is going on, other person?"
Or he's laying down.
Yeah, I know, right? The other person.
Dominique, we're trying to.
Or he's laying down the couch down
I
here,
know.
half asleep, and she said, "Hey, Will."
I got 2 dogs.
Yeah. So before I come down here, I've been upstairs talking to Dominique, editing the video from the convention because I'm going to put it on Good Morning Brick World and then upload it to the channel. And I kept hearing a damn snoring. And I was like, what in the world is snoring? The kitten is laying upside down, hanging off of a pillow, passed out, like just done for.
Nice.
I was like, what in the world? He was upstairs, passed out. Just, I don't know what he does during the day, but by the time we get home, he's wore out. He don't do nothing but eat. What is going on, Brick Master G? How is everybody doing tonight? What's everyone's favorite part of this stream been so far? Is this year number 4 for me? 3 or 4? One of the two.
First time ever hearing about it.
What's going on, Zissou? I got Ninjago for Christmas in July. So I did my little Christmas present today. I went out to buy 2 base plates to continue this because I didn't want it to look like that at Brick Fair, Virginia. So I'm going to continue it and make it done. And, of course, the Walmart and King came through once again by putting out sets that weren't supposed to be put out.
Nice.
Can't near him.
So mine as well.
So what they put out?
These 5, damn, I about said 501st. The Ahsoka Clone Trooper packs.
Oh, okay.
Well, they had everything out. They had everything. What's going on, Butt Chop? What's going on, Legion? If it wouldn't have been for Brick Fair, I would have been broke at Walmart tonight. But Haley had to put me in check. She was like, "Don't you spend a dime because you're literally going to Brick Fair in 3 days." So I stopped myself. Well, she stopped me. I didn't stop myself. If it had been for me, I'd have been at Brick Fair in 5 days complaining I didn't have no money.
Please stop licking. Damn
Somebody
dog.
give me free Lego.
You done spent all your allowance, huh?
Well, you know, Haley only lets me spend so much money a day. What's going on, Tyler?
It won't be free, but I'll be picking them up in the morning.
I just knocked Lego everywhere. Well, I have a package I got to send off to you. And then when I come back, I'll have a package for Leon. I technically have started a package for John. I have an entire box of stuff over here for Gene. I have a Ziploc baggie full of stuff for Justin. So there's a ton of stuff I should probably send out, but we're going to use that word probably very nicely.
Well, you can wait until right after you get done with Virginia. That's where you can send me my mock as well with it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The mock that will hopefully make it.
Yeah, hopefully. Not forgetting this time.
Yeah, that
Tyler was
was
asking about your progress on the castle.
do what? Who asked?
You were
about
talking
the
about
castle?
snoring. You're talking about snoring. Charlie's snoring loud.
Snap down. The castle is coming together a lot faster now that I don't have to buy a light bluish gray brick. I'm for everyone out there doing mocks, you can now have all the light bluish gray brick you want on Bricklink. I'm no longer after it. It's all y'all's again. But dark green plates, you're getting beat to the punch. I'm buying those dark green plates. Other than that, I don't need really too much right now. I did say I wasn't going to buy any more light bluish gray brick, and then I bought 200 masonry bricks off of the picker brick. But as we all know, if anyone in this chat knows me well, I don't do good when I'm saying things like, that's all I need, or I don't need any more, or yeah, I don't need any more, don't send me any. It normally ends up.
Yeah. If I had a nickel for every time you said that, I'd be able to pay for that Technic crane they just shipped to me.
Well, the good thing is you have more than a nickel for every time I've said that, because then I had to go back to your store and buy a $40 order. So,
Oh, that's true. I get more than a nickel every time you say it, right? Yeah, I was just reminded you do get to see the cute delivery person every time, though.
yeah, that is very true. All right, I gotta figure out how to get my own Bricklink store that supplies itself.
Good luck with that one.
That's what I need. If anybody's got the key to the entry out there.
So here's the funny thing: I can't use Brickignise while we got a live stream going
I got
because the
some
webcam's busy.
Brickignise. I will tell you that I did learn a lot while doing the whole Castle faction video. And I learned, one of the things that I learned was some of these faction figs aren't as expensive as I thought they were. Now, take that for what it's worth, because it just makes me want to buy some. But
Like you need more.
yeah, I don't need any more. I really don't. That is one thing I can honestly say, that right now I'm not buying any more figs. The only way I will buy figs is if I come across a ridiculous deal on Black Falcons or Lion Knights or Skeletons, and I don't think that that's going to be possible, because most of the people that I know that are selling them for ridiculously low prices, I've already hit up. Now, last year I did luck out. I bought 100 skeletons for $50. If I run across that deal again, I'm gonna do it. I will definitely take skeletons for 50 cents a piece.
Yeah, great deal.
Yes, Camel City is Gene, Tyler. What is going on, Lego Stop Motion? Mayo said, I am all fueled up for a rant later while finishing Lego Friends Unity Street. Y'all in them friend sets. Mini dolls are a curse.
The dolls itself is not good, but the actual sets have been really good.
Yeah, that is very true. I'm very, very interested. Gene, I don't know if you or Wayne have heard about this yet. I said something to Dominique about it a little while ago. So you know the Lego Ideas set for the Viking Village got passed through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
October
saw
1st.
And it's going to be an Target exclusive. Well, it's over 2,000 pieces, and it's only $120.
Yeah.
What?
So that just shot their whole like 10-cent a piece regular. I think last time I checked, every non-themed set is like 10 cents a piece, and that just destroyed that. Which I'm perfectly fine with.
Yeah, I can't wait to see those pictures.
I know the pictures from the actual set look really good, but the problem is they always dumb a idea set down.
Right.
Always. Because they haven't released pictures of the D&D set yet, have they?
I haven't seen any.
Mm-mm.
I haven't
the
seen them.
Botanical Gardens was one. The Botanical Gardens I'll give you that one. That was an extremely good friend set. I will not buy it, but I will say and agree that it was a extremely good friend set.
Yes.
I like it. I like it when you guys don't buy the friend stuff because then Walmart puts it on clearance.
Follow me. I'm gonna tell you what. Out of all the WalMarts that I have been to and seen, nothing has on what Dominique just sent me a picture of earlier.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. That is a lot of stuff on clearance.
I'm surprised nobody has came through and just like cleaned that out.
Yeah,
Where
I
at?
don't. Here in Augusta, there's a
Any poly bags?
no poly bags. There's tons of sets though. I don't know how many sets are sitting there.
Has anyone seen the Batman polybag yet?
I haven't.
I just saw Firestar Toys doing a promotion where if
that
you
remote
spend
Walmart down
$75 or whatever it is,
Uwari tomorrow?
they'll include one.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I know for the longest time
Yes.
the Doctor Strange one was like it was a myth, and then all of a sudden it was in every store, and like they couldn't get rid of them.
Yeah, it was like really rare.
Because I remember when they first started out, Andrew was messaging all of us like, "Hey, if y'all find one, can you just pick one up for me?" So I went to Walmart one day, and there was like 10 of them on the shelf. So I bought all 10 of them. And now all of a sudden it's like, no, I don't need one. Everybody's got one. Like,
So you
what?
got 10 of them and you don't need them?
Well, not anymore. They're going to the kids for free.
You're going to where?
I give them away with Vic at Brick Fair.
Oh, okay.
He's got a box that he calls the box of awesomeness. And as long as they're under a certain age, kids get free poly bags.
Nice.
And last year he kind of had some difficulty because a lot of his stuff was geared towards like boys and didn't have many girl stuff. So I got some flowers. I've got flowers. I've got Star Wars. And I've got those Doctor Strange. So I'm going to chip in. Give to the kids. I also trying to figure out how to do something, and I don't know how to do it. I had an idea, but I don't know if I like the idea because it makes me seem really cocky, I guess. But I want to put a post out on my YouTube channel. If you are a subscriber to me under the age of 15, and you can come to me and prove that you're a subscriber without me saying anything at the convention, I will give you one of these Republic fighter tanks. I think that that's what I might do. I've got 8 of them, and I don't want any of them. And they're not worth the part out value. They're not worth anything, and the pieces in there you really can't use. There's some like dark red tiles in there that I could use for the clone mock, but at the same time is like the little amount of money that it's in value doesn't mean anything to me, because you're talking less than like $2 or $3 worth of dark red.
Yeah.
Miss Ingrid said I can't afford any sets right now, but that botanical garden set looks great. My internet is cutting out. I got a few of them poly bags, but I need more. Poly bags and minifigs. I'm gonna tell you what. When I first started this YouTube channel thing with Lego, I was like, I don't care about minifigs. I don't care about poly bags. Now I am the complete opposite. Don't know who to blame, but somebody needs to be blamed.
Well, I parted out 28 poly bags to get minifigs out of it tonight. Who would have thought you needed 28 of the same city minifigure? But whatever.
Well, see, city minifigures is what people like Dominique and John and all them buy. Because
Dominique, if you need the city 1292, I got 28 of them.
Oh, nice.
Because they buy them to fill up cities with. Whereas I'm like, screw city people. I need stormtroopers and knights. That's what I need. Now, if you got 28 of those, I might be.
I got one of these for you.
What'd you say, Wayne?
No, we just stumbled on this one.
I got one of these for you.
Oh, man, back. I guess this was before me and you were talking, but back when they first released them CMS, if you were around my area, you hated me because I was going to every store that sold them things and filling the bags, and I was taking every Falcon and every Orc. See you later, Mayo. The poly bags don't really have a use to me, though. As a mock builder, I hate to say it, but they don't do anything piece-wise. Now, the minifigs in them, like the Doctor Strange one, is great because I think I opened 3 of them just to take the cape out.
Yeah, so to be honest, Richard, poly bags are a pain to us too, unless we stumble onto something like the Quidditch practice poly bag.
Yeah.
For $2 a piece when the minifigure's worth 4 something.
Yeah, but the problem with that is you got to find somebody to buy that minifigure. And it's like, now I'm not going against y'all by any means, but this just is my theory of that. Is if that minifigure is that, or that set is that cheap, how many people are really out there looking for that minifigure?
Don't know, but storage space for something that size is free.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it can sit there for a year. I don't care.
I mean, there's plenty of potential because you got to think people that are doing Harry Potter mocks, they need, kids or classmates and stuff, and they don't really care what head's on there. That'd be a quick way to pull up a house.
Well, and then you've got these people that are building castle mocks and want to use all flesh tone heads.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what, Chef cut me a better deal out there than anyone on them flesh tone heads, and I got to give him a shout out for that. But I do agree, Gene. Anytime you want to give away flesh tone heads, actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't need any flesh tone heads. I've got like 200 more than I need right now.
Here we go again. I'm not buying any more. I don't need any more.
Hey, I will tell you that I calculated I don't know how many they have readily available versus the back order bullcrap, but I have enough points in my Lego account right now to get another 400 Black Falcons. So I'm just saying. Plus, I got a $100 gift card upstairs, man. That's 500 Falcons. I get 500 Falcons, put me somewhere around like 1,200, maybe. No, it'll put me right a little bit over 1,000. Then I can tell them to come at me. Thank you, Miss Ingrid.
I got a wife and 2 dogs that sleep on the couch now.
Do you really? Well, I mean, I did pick somehow like the latest time ever. I definitely thought this was Eastern time. I didn't realize it. I'm not too upset about it, but I ain't got nothing else better to do at this time of night.
Yeah, who needs sleep?
Yeah, you sleep when you're dead, right?
It's overrated.
Yeah, that is very true.
I got a friend that always
All
says I can sleep when I'm dead.
That's a very true statement.
What?
You won't have anybody to snuggle with.
Corey says if you wait till you're dead to sleep, you won't have anybody to snuggle with.
There's plenty of worms and bugs and shit like that. So what happens when you get a pick-a-brick order in? And you don't know what you did with all the parts.
Well, at least you got it in. I'm still waiting on one.
Well, that's a battle in its own, Michael. I don't know how to tell you. I finally got, man, it's been, what is it, July 29th? So four months in the waiting. I finally got my 1x4 bricks now that I don't need them at all.
Oh, dude.
What the hell? I didn't clear out Bricklink stores because I didn't know if I was ever going to get these things.
Richard, do you need any Quidditch balls in your castle?
I actually do want some more of those. I don't know. I don't know what I would do with them, but I feel like they would be a really good piece. I haven't. So when I tell y'all that I have all these poly bags, I haven't opened any of them, so I don't even know really what the snitch looks like. Haley tonight when we went to Walmart was looking at Harry Potter. She was like,
Right there. Can you see that?
Yeah, barely. How does it connect?
It's got a bar on the bottom.
Ugh. That's not good. I want it
I'm
to.
glad Tori took that off for a driving class.
Why?
Tomorrow when I'm real tired, she can do the driving at UR.
How are you gonna complain about being tired? You said y'all ain't got to be there until what? Y'all ain't got to get up till 9.
No, we got to be there now.
So you got to get up at what? 7? Y'all got plenty of time.
6:30.
Why y'all wake up so early? Oh, I forgot. Y'all can't really speed. Y'all drive a Ford. I'm sorry. It'll take you a while to get there. I get it.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I forgot. Happens to the best of us.
You know what you should do, Richard? You should bring that Subaru down there and do some of the trails that you are. We've seen several down there do it.
I'll make you a deal. I'll do that, and then you come to a rally race. Let's put that Bronco. Let's put that Bronco on a track and let's see what that V6 does.
I'll do it. I'm not saying I'll do it fast, but I'll do it. It won't do what the Mini did, but
I don't think the Mini was supposed to do what the Mini did. Remember, Gene, just because something can doesn't always mean it should.
no, we had Mini USA sponsorship.
Well, you would have to on clutch number 7.
Huh?
I said you'd have to on somewhere around clutch number 7. How many transmissions did you put in that thing?
Well, there was the original, then first replacement, and we were on the way to second replacement when we traded it in.
And they were all highway driven miles on the way to work, right?
It was just driven by Tori on the way to church, and she only went to church every fourth Sunday.
Yeah. That's what I thought. It's a good excuse, though.
But her church, the church she attended, was on the back stretch at Sebring.
The Subaru rep came in today, and she's giving me a free steering wheel. I was like, that's cool.
Don't you have a steering wheel?
Yeah, but the paint has started. I mean, the leather has started to peel from around it. Where I got in it one day, and my pocket knife clip caught it, and it put like a little tear in it, and it's been fine, but it just like progressively got worse and worse. So she's hooking me up.
Nice.
Yeah, the steering wheel in my Crosstrek peeled pretty quickly.
They use some crappy leather.
Yeah, they do.
They got dinged for it for a little bit, and they were giving people free seats and free steering wheels. But then when people would come in there and be like, "Oh, my 200,000 mile car, the steering wheel is starting to, rip apart. I need a replacement." And they're like, "No." Or if you're like, "Hey, I've never been to a Subaru dealership in my life to get any maintenance done. I want a free steering wheel." Like, yeah, so does everyone else. Get in line.
Right.
If COVID has those on back order.
Yeah. Everything's on back order. Not really I don't know how some things get on back order. I don't you just think around the world, I guess, that many people having the same problems.
Corey's trying to make the couch comfortable for her and the dogs.
She likes to be under
It's
the
important
covers.
stuff.
Can't get it dark enough for her.
Well, I'm telling you what, my dog has no problem being comfortable. Bader is not knowing
Charlie's
the world
out.
exists right now.
Charlie's out.
Charlie's out. He doesn't even know we're in here.
No. Except when I bump him.
How much are those Quidditch pieces? What are they worth? Oh, come on! I thought you were supposed to be on top of this, Gene.
He's working on it. Okay.
I got to sort them. Then I got inventory, and then I got a price.
That's too much work.
Because his worker's gone to bed.
Yeah, the worker's gone to bed.
No, you're still up.
I am too.
Okay.
I told you I only kiss the ass of whichever one it benefits me at that time. And that's not being
There's 8.
profiling. That's just working to my benefit. But on a serious note, if anybody needs Lego, you should hit up Camel City Brick House.
Except when they don't have what you need.
Michael, no Bricklink store
Check
has
back
that.
often. Check back often.
I know.
See you later, Lego stop motion.
I'll see you later, Lego.
Yes, no.
Lego themselves called, Michael. Their production team doesn't have all the pieces that you need at the time.
Exactly.
Every once in a while, we can put Lego out of commission on some parts. I'm almost positive I did with that with those 1x4s.
Just
I know for a fact, not me personally, but us as a community, and by us I mean like 6 people that I talked to, destroyed Lego the minute they put those Black Falcon bardings up on the pick-a-brick wall. The guy, whoever was the idea behind that, did not know what to do. I will promise you that. He was stunned. I think between me, Gene, Shy, Harold, I think that we had ordered like 120 pretty quick. Plus our lug, because Andrew ordered some, Justin ordered some.
Yeah, there are quite a few.
That's what Lego gets. I need a 1x3.
that's not what he's doing.
Hey, Dominique, when I
What's up?
do this whole trailer thing for the castle that I was talking about,
Yeah.
should I have people's voices in it acting?
Mm,
That's right. See, just get on your bone.
I don't know. You can try it and see. Could be
That
interesting.
might be kind of a cool. That might kind of be a cool trailer.
So the thing is this.
Are you doing it stop motion or just?
No, I'm not. I'm not even going to attempt that. I'm not going down that path. I already like hate my content as much as it
You're not going down that rabbit hole.
Well, I don't like my content as it is. I feel like everything I do could be much better. And if I get in that whole stop motion crap, I know exactly what will happen. I witnessed it from countless people doing stop motion, and I just refuse. I'm not good. I'm not like, I cannot do that. I don't even have the like setup skills to do that. So I'm not going to try.
Yeah, that's like an art. I haven't even attempted it.
I attempted it one day, and the problem is so if you got a camera shining down on this, right? Let's
Right.
say the camera is over here, and you're working like this. Well, you move it, move it, move it. Well, guess what? You bump the camera. So guess what? All the frames that you just spent an hour and a half doing no longer are in focus to anything that you're about to do.
And they're twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something that I have stayed away from. But I am doing the way I plan on doing this, Gene, is the video that comes out next week will be about the Lion Knights. I have 125 of those guys ready to go. And then after the Lion Knights video, it will be the video of the castle with everything together in Brick Fair, because it'll be the first time that everything's put together since I've started any of the walkway things or the like area around it. And then when I get back, I'm going to do the video of the trailer, and it's going to be pretty much the castle name, the story behind the castle, what's going on, blah 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 blah. And the castle's already got a name. Kind of named the king. I don't really like the name, so I've been looking out for a better one. But I've already named the king. And then what I'd planned to do was shoot it like a trailer and have not a stop motion, but not minifigures that are sitting still either. I know that might not make a lot of sense, but makes sense to me. Miss Ingrid, the Black Falcon and the Lion Knight bardings, the pieces that go on the horses, are or were on the pick-a-brick wall. If you've missed out, I'll be honest with you, you probably just missed out because I don't know how long they kept those things up.
They sold out of them within hours.
They sold out of them within an hour.
Yeah, it went really quick.
That should just tell Lego right there, we need castle sets. Just like in my faction video, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I already have plans to do this Clone Wars mock. But if I were to find out that they are dropping another like castle somehow, like they did with the 90th anniversary, and it be like a Dragon Masters with them redoing the figs, the Clone Wars mock is getting put on a fast hold. I need to go grab a handful of 1x1s.
Corey's gonna hate me more.
Why?
All this stuff I'm inventorying and piling up for. Look up. Can you see your cart over there?
Yeah.
It's already full on the top.
So I have a question for you that'll make you talk for a second. You get a set, or let's say you buy 10 sets, and they're all the same things, and it's what your focus is on. How fast do you get them separated, inventoried, and in the store?
It depends on what our current project is. She's got 2.5 tubs of stuff down here that she's wanting to sort. See, our current log right now. Can you see that pile on the drafting table over there?
Barely. William and Harvey said that they are doing it on 3 screens, baby. I'm teaching him how to sell cars. Hey, they need salesmen from what I've heard.
No worries, Will.
No, Richard, you see the pile over there on the drafting table by the door?
Yeah.
That drafting table is 4 feet by 6 feet. And all of it's at least 18 inches deep. Some of it's 4 feet deep in sets that need to be parted out. There's probably 65 or 70 sets over there that need to be parted out.
So what are y'all waiting on?
The other 80 pounds of mixed bulk that she's working on.
Look, me, Will, Chef, Dominique, I'm sure would. I'm sure Wayne would. We've all offered to come take that off of your hands. And you just won't let it happen, Gene.
I know. Corey would feel just upset that you took job away from her.
I'm not sure she would.
She's ignoring me. Either that or she really is asleep.
Well, with the no comment after that comment, I'm pretty sure she's passed out.
Right.
Start yelling at her, Gene. She loves that.
I think I'm going to vote against that one. I've grown fond of being married and being alive.
Yeah. It's not ideal to ruin that then. But however, there is fun times. Williams or Haley Brix, what is going on? How everybody's doing? Getting plenty of? No, we're not getting sleep and rest. We're here at 3 a.m. Well, 1 a.m. right now. Harvey said if our salesman could sell cars like Bearded Bricks could sell, he would be good. But sadly, they just aren't built like that. I was one of the best. I'm surprised the boss hasn't asked to come back yet. Harvey is good enough to be the third advisor. Y'all have someone that's waiting to be an advisor, but they won't pull the trigger. I was complaining about that today once again. I've given up on that whole process working out. I don't think it'll ever happen.
What's that?
I just don't want to I don't want to work on cars anymore.
Oh yeah.
I don't really enjoy it like I used to, and I still enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I feel like I keep getting in situations like I am now, to where there's nowhere for me to go. I'm maxed out in every situation, and I don't like feeling like that. There's not a position above me other than team leader. And I'm not really sure that I want to do that job. I've done it before. I was a team leader at Honda. But Honda was a little different because at Honda, I had people working for me that I actually truly liked. We would go do things together. We hung out on the weekends. I did a cookout at my house once a month and had all these people come over and just hang out. We played pool. We went to the bar together sometimes. We done a bunch of stuff. And the guys that I'm with now, I just see never being like that. Tyler said you make too much money. I don't know. I want to be an advisor. I always felt like they wouldn't because of the whole situation we had with the one that left. And now that she's left, I've said a couple times, you know, why not now? I want to ask y'all this question like one at a time. I want y'all to answer me this because I asked it today and I thought it was a really good question, and it's one that I expected a better answer that I got. But if you could go back in the past and tell yourself something that was one piece of advice that could eventually, I mean, if it could actually affect the way you're living now, what would that piece of advice be? What do you think it would be, Whiskey?
I'll tell you what mine would be.
What's that?
Save artwork in high school to develop a portfolio. That's the only thing that kept me out of design school.
Because you didn't have a portfolio?
While I do all the functions.
Because you didn't have a portfolio?
Yep. I do everything that an architect does now except sign the drawings. So I guess there is a benefit to no liability.
So you would have rather actually been an architect, as in designing the buildings, than what you do now?
No, I do the design work now. Like I said, I do everything that the architect does except sign the drawings.
So what would have saving a portfolio done for your career instead of where you're at now?
Income potential. By having my name on the door, a lot higher potential for income.
What about you, Dominic? What's one thing you would go back and tell your past self?
That's a good question.
Because a lot of people say the obvious, like, oh, don't mess with the girl, like maybe like your first wife or something like that. But that's a rigged question because a lot of people wouldn't have met the person they're in love with now if it wouldn't have been for their first wife or something.
Right.
Like, if you said, oh, well, I wish I wouldn't have took that job. Well, if you wouldn't have took that job, would you still have kids and a wife now?
Exactly.
There's a lot of like rigged, triggered things there.
I mean, going back, changing any slight little thing could cause a whole ripple. So,
We've all seen Back to the Future. We know how it works.
yeah,
Don't sleep with your mom.
right. We're not doing the whole hot tub time machine, all right?
But it's one of those things that, like, I was telling an employee today that we had a talk when I asked him that, and he really didn't have an answer for me because he said that he didn't feel like he's made any like mistakes in his life that he would want to go back and avoid. And I was like, well, I understand that. And I was like, it's always good that you think that, but like, and then he turned the question on me, and I told him if I would have done it, I would have never became a mechanic. I would have done or tried to do something else in a different path than be a mechanic. And then he asked me why, because I'm good at it. Like I'm good at my job. So why would you want to change that? But the thing is once you're good at something, you get stuck in a position that you'll never be able to come out of. It's hard to fight for something that's any different. Well, the rock wall is over, and I have less than 20 pieces.
Nice.
See if I can turn this around.
great.
Bow. It is done. Makes you walk down this way and immediately turn this way. Now I got to figure out from this side where I need to wrap around the path to go this way. Because the path is going to go this way and then it's going to stop somewhere over here. And I'm going to pull some of this stuff up to show the, like, kind of the entry to the minecart area. Harvey said that is a hard question. Peter said Isaiah 48:18 is my answer. If only you listen to my commands, your peace would be like a river. But that's so I understand you thinking like that. But it still goes back to what I was saying. If you wouldn't have made a mistake, where would you be at now?
Can't find the breakaway zone.
Yeah, I'm trying. I was like, man, I didn't know I put it together that good. Dang. My plan was to like butt it up to where all I had to do was connect it. And I see the connection points, but I didn't know it was that good. It's another baggie that'll have to go to Black Bear with me.
Always something.
Yeah. I'm used to that now, though. And now I guess I got to figure out where I need the road to go. Which I'm going to sit here and think and not be able to tell until I go get the road. This thing has become too big.
Really?
Said I would have listened to my mom and not marry a man that turned out to be so bad he tried to kill me many times, many years wasted. Yeah, that is definitely something that you could do over. That sucks that happened. That is definitely not ideal. So I want to keep the road as close to the mountain as possible. That way I have this area, which I guess these two base plates right here are kind of useless as far as building this road. There's not too much I can do right now. Boom, boom, boom. He held me back from college and saving money. He didn't know I was snorting all our earnings. I would have a house by now, probably. That's a big like yours was a lot different. That is something you could definitely go back and change for the better, and you would probably have a better outcome than you would have in the beginning. I think I've got most of this planned out now. That means I only have like 40 more base plates to go.
Oh, is that all?
I was sitting there trying to think yesterday. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 4, 4, 4, 4. I have like 27 more base plates to go. Somewhere around there. Ingrid said, does she win the TARDIS? Does she get a do-over? If that's what you want, and I had the capability of giving it to you, yes. But sadly enough, I do know what a TARDIS is, but I know nothing whatsoever about that show. Are you a Doctor Who fan, Michael?
Nah, I tried to watch it off and on here and there. I just never could get into it.
I have all these pieces that I can use hidden in these bins full of random parts. Lego's an addiction. Y'all probably shouldn't do it. It's not good for your health.
Maybe I should just go back in time and just be like, no, don't do it.
Exactly. The UCS Falcon is kind of what started this all for me. Maybe I should just go back in time and be like, you know what? I don't need that set. I could probably have a much bigger house than I do right now.
Yeah, your basement wouldn't be taken up.
Exactly. Then I would just fill it with something else. And what else would I fill it with? You got to have something, right?
Yeah, probably car parts or something.
No, that's what the garage is for.
Well, you might need overflow. You never know.
That is very true. I do have car parts down here, believe it or not. For cars that I no longer own. I never really quit like my car obsession. There's a box. So sitting directly in front of me is one of those like 8-foot long folding tables. And it has a TV sitting on it and then a bunch of like sets that have been built that have been waiting for me to take apart in inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath it is 4 huge bins. 2 of those are Legos. The other 2 are actually full of Hot Wheels. I have like over here on this side another 4 or 5 bins full of Hot Wheels.
Oh man.
Yeah. It wasn't always just Lego for me.
Yeah, it wasn't me either. I had a bunch of other hobbies too. I still got a few that I need to get rid of.
One of yours was trains though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, see that train thing's for you and Gene. I'm gonna stay out of that one. I'll bow out. Y'all have fun. Hey, Miss Amy. I have I have nothing bad to say about anybody collecting anything, but train people take it to a whole nother level.
I will not disagree.
Like I used to, so in growing up in my neighborhood, there was a guy who had quite a bit of children, and he had a garage out back, and none of the kids were allowed to go in the garage. And we always hung out, and I always wondered what was in there. Well, one day he took me in there and like showed me what he was doing in there. And when you walked in through a door, you could only go in the back door. The garage door was closed permanently. But like he had this, I don't know what they call them, but when you go to like a gas station, they have the little thing to like go behind the counter and then they flop it back down.
Yeah.
He had
That would
that.
be a bridge, Richard.
Do what? What'd you say?
In the train world, that's a bridge.
Well, it wasn't a bridge. It was just.
I'm sure when he flopped it back down, the train could go across it, right?
Yes. And you were in his entire world.
Yep.
And there was cars everywhere. There was trains everywhere. There was a city. And like, it's funny to think about because 90% of us have recreated this with Lego instead of trains.
Or use the Lego trains to incorporate into it.
Well, that's your own obsession. Well, I almost bought the Hogwarts train, the big one. But I know the minute I were to pull the trigger on that one, I'd be like, man, I could get like this one, and then there's a chocolate locomotive, and then there's all of this I can get.
There is a whole world of Lego trains, Richard.
Oh, I know. I've seen that at Brick Universe. I know that Domini's seen that table.
Oh, yes.
I do not know, like, and it's really weird, too, because I don't have anything against anybody, of course, but it seems like the trains are normally older individuals.
Yeah.
True.
Because it takes a certain amount of research and understanding to really get it.
I can see that. I'm not going to say no to that.
And some of them are converts from model railroading to Lego.
Yeah. That's a world I'll never pretend to know. I can promise you that.
Michael, one of the things we did on our trip, talking about the train obsession, we went to the yard in North Platte.
Oh, nice.
The largest rail yard in the nation. Spent 2.5 hours there watching switch engines.
Yeah, it takes me about 2.5 hours to switch a Subaru engine. But yet, y'all don't come watch me like it's something amazing.
Well, just saying.
Oh, it's amazing when you get it done and you're like, where does this bolt go?
Look. There's a rule for mechanics, all right? If it's a 10 millimeter, you get away with that. It might not really matter. 12s and 14s are kind of important. If it's a 17 that you've got loose somewhere, you screwed up. Usually it's never, I'll be honest with you, I can take apart an engine and put back an engine together and not have a single bolt left over. But I can pull a dash out and put a dash back in a car and be like, what all these bolts go through?
Right.
I don't know what it is about dashes.
Yeah, they use a ton of nuts and bolts and everything on those things.
What it is, see, people are just like, you don't realize how I'm trying to help you. Weight loss helps a car's gas mileage. All right.
Yeah.
Have less bolts in your car. That's less weight, which is less gas mileage.
Yeah. Who needs all of them?
They're way overrated.
Yeah.
Trying to help people.
It just starts rattling. Just add a little bit of glue, some duct tape. You're fine.
No, that's when we put that padding tape on it.
Yeah, that too.
What's going on, Dusty? No, I will admit I have putting together some dashes before and been like, well, I really should not have this many bolts in here.
Put them in a box. When they come back, and you'll say, "Oh, I know where that one's at."
Right.
It's just job security. Ever since you replaced my dash, there's a rattle. Yeah, I've got the bolt sitting right here for it. I'm glad you brought it back. Usually it's always something.
Yep.
Thought I had a lot more reddish brown plates than I do.
I know you're gonna run out of something else before you're done.
Well, I didn't plan on having all the reddish brown pieces to do all this. This was something I just kind of. So I wanted to. When I took it, I was supposed to stop the castle before I went to Brick Fair. It was just supposed to be the castle. But then I got to looking at it and was like, I really want to put something to where they walk up. So I planned to do the little space where they walk up. Well, after I got that done, I was like, that looks good, but I really wish that like now there's not a rock thing showing in the front. I also had all the base plates to do the surrounding area. So since I've been back from Brick Universe, I've completed the walkway. I've completed the rock in the front. I've completed all the base plates around it. I've completed the river around it. And now I've completed the mine like hole or whatever shaft.
Progress.
The more I get done, the less I have to do.
Right.
Isn't that the thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
What about you? Where's the space museum sitting?
Slow. Very slow. If I can get some of the parts I need, it'd be good.
Well, what's holding you up?
One of them is a parts order that's lost.
The one from Lego?
No, it's not from Lego. It's from a Bricklink store. I ordered it at the beginning of the month, and it's lost somewhere mid-country.
What?
Yeah. Tracking just disappeared. Hadn't moved. It says it's on the way to Memphis, and that was the last. And that was like 15 days ago.
How'd someone screw that up?
I have no idea.
Oh, they're capable of doing that, Richard.
Oh, I don't doubt that one bit. I'm just asking how. We are nowhere near the Memphis area, and neither is he.
No, well, it's coming from Oregon. So.
Oh. Is that the order that you looked at one time and it was like... Is that the order that something like funky happened with?
You talking about the one that traveled overseas?
Yeah.
No, this is a different order. No, I finally got that one.
You need to quit ordering from Bricklink and let somebody do that for you.
Yeah, that was the strange one that came from, where was it? I forget where it started out. Somewhere here on the coast. And then it ended up in Columbia, South Carolina. Then for some reason why it decided to go to Italy and then Germany and then back to the States. And it finally made it to me.
I don't know what you did.
No, that was an Amazon order. It wasn't a Brick Link. It was Amazon.
How much was the shipping on that bad boy?
It was free shipping. So
Somebody paid.
yeah, somebody paid for that.
It might not have been you, but somebody paid for that. UPS was not giving that one out for free.
No. All I know, it was a big screw up somewhere.
I don't think other than Lego, I really haven't had any screw ups. But when it comes to Bricklink stores, I can't complain. I literally order from the same 4 or 5 stores.
Yeah.
Which sounds like you might need to start doing.
Yeah, if I can get the quantity I need of the part I want.
See, I Bricklink like the worst way possible. If there's a part I need and I need 20 of it, but there's a store that has 10 of it, I'll go to that store and I only need that one part. But then I'm like, well, they have this part I could potentially use somewhere.
Yep.
And then it's just on from there.
Yep, exactly. It's like, oh, hey, there's this part. Oh, hey, do they have this part?
And next thing you know, you're in debt.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all in fun and games. Having money and being financially stable is actually overrated. Think about it. The people who pay their bills and the people who don't pay their bills, there's no difference. No one will ever know.
Yeah.
I thought I got lucky last month. I ain't gonna lie. Well, it was this month. Not last month. Good night, Ingrid. Thanks for stopping by. I paid my mortgage payment, and it was taken out of my account. Said and done. Normal, whatever. And a couple days later, I noticed that there was the money that was in my mortgage payment deposited right back into my account. And I was like, sweet, I got a free month of living. And I contacted the agency that has my policy or whatever. And I was like, I don't know what's going on here. And they were immediately like, oh, yeah, we messed up. Sorry. And like the money just like got drenched right back out of my account. I was like, well, that was nice while it lasted.
I felt great
That
for
didn't
2
work out
seconds.
so good.
Yeah. I was like, no, put it back.
Y'all goofed up, not me.
Hey, I will tell you that I had an incident a couple years ago where somebody entered on their taxes, they wanted their stuff to be direct deposited into an account, and they screwed up and put my account number. And I have bank with a Legacy, and they fought with I don't know who they fought with, but they ended up letting me keep $200 of that money for my inconveniences.
Wow.
I don't know who paid the
So
$200.
what set did you end up buying?
Yeah.
I don't know if I bought Lego then. That might have been a free Lego thing. I know it said I would buy now, but I really hate that I don't have in my possession that Eldorado Fortress yet. Because I definitely procrastinated on the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, and now I still don't have it, and it's going for prices that I would never pay. So it's funny how that works.
Right.
Like, I really want this set. It's only $200. It's very reasonable. I think I'm going to put it off another year. Hey, that set that I put off is now $700. Guess I should have listened to my instinct. See, that's one of those things. If you could go back in the past, tell yourself, like, don't pass up on that Lego. You deserve it.
Yeah, no, I got an opportunity to get in the Imperial Tidarium shuttle without the minifigs for $70. So I'm thinking about grabbing it.
Do you not want the minifig?
I mean, I wouldn't mind having the minifigs, but the shuttle's the main part I want.
I seen in that pile of sets on clearance that you sent me, there was a space, what you call it in there? The
lunar lander.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's full price. It's $99.
Oh,
If it was on clearance, I would have grabbed it. Trust me.
I understand.
I was surprised to even see it there.
Yeah, I didn't think that was like a Walmart set.
Not as my knowledge.
Tyler said, "What is your favorite Star Wars piece right now that you own, to be specific?" So we had a talk that actually goes back to this. I was asked a question that if I got rid of every Lego set in my basement, what one I would keep, and it's actually a Star Wars set, and it would either be the UCS Millennium Falcon, because that is what started this YouTube channel, or it would be the Death Star 2, just simply because that is something that not a lot of people have. That's like a pretty rare set in our world.
Yeah.
What about you, Michael? If you had to get rid of every Lego set except for one,
The Falcon. I had to keep my Falcon.
Can I keep the castle?
Is that a choice?
I mean, technically, it's not a set.
Right.
I'd keep the 1986 Technic dump truck. Just because I had it when I was a kid.
In 86, what were you, 30?
No, actually, I was 23 at the time.
And it's a dump truck?
Yeah, it's the one that I had hanging from the big red crane for a long time. Dad found it in his attic. And so I built it and I hung it from the big red crane.
There's very, like, there's tons of nostalgic stuff that I can come up with. Like, I know that people put a lot of sentimental value around stuff that really doesn't have sentimental value, I guess.
Doesn't have monetary value.
Well, I mean, like, for instance, I have a minifig up here. It's a Clone Army Customs fig. It was, I guess, brand new. They're like, what, $35? And it's one of those things that I really enjoy having because the story behind it. Last year at Brick Fair, Ryan was going around trading Clone Army custom figs for random figs that were worth nothing. And he went up to a couple people and traded them and like kept going down the line, blah, 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 blah. Well, he ended up at Brix. And he traded Jim the Clone Army figure for somebody. I don't know who it was. But the thing was, you had to keep going. Like, Fick had to go find somebody to trade it to. So I was standing there, and Fick was like, I'm not going around do you want this? And I was like, yeah. So I ended up giving him a construction worker for it. So it was like this initially $30 minifig just kept getting passed off for next to nothing. And then there was just a cool story behind it, and I ended up with it. I probably couldn't get rid of the Winnie the Pooh set just because of my wife.
Right.
I'd have to move in with one of y'all.
Did I ever tell you how I got my Falcon?
The UCS one? No.
So when it came out and everything, it was about the time I was getting back into Lego, and so I had some sets and stuff in my office, and I think I might have just created my first mock too, and it was sitting in my office. So everybody knew I was into Lego. So there was this big project going on at work, and I did a real great job, and they wanted to reward me, but since I'm a contractor, they couldn't give me money. So they sent my boss out to go buy that, and that was my gift.
That's pretty cool. That's actually a really cool story.
Yeah, that really is.
So you have like the extremely cool story of how you got that. I have the story of I was at Honda at the time, was in Honda school. The way they do it down there at Honda school is you go down, they give you a rental car, and this time when I went to school it was in Richmond, Virginia, so it's like a 3-hour drive. They pay for your hotel, you go up there for a week, and you pay for everything you do, food-wise, everything. When you come back, you turn in all your receipts, and they write you a check, in a couple of weeks later for your, to be basically credited for everything that they're going to credit you for. I was in school. I was down there on like a Wednesday. My manager called me and was like, I got a question. He was like, is there possible for you to stay down there next week too? I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, I just have to go to a laundromat and wash my clothes. He was like, well, they had an opening. Somebody dropped out. He goes, and if you stay down there one more extra week, you could become a master tech. And I was like, sweet, done. I'll do it. So I stayed down there, done all of that, and turned in my receipts. So like a month later, they come and hand me a envelope, and I knew it had the check in there, but I didn't know like all it was. And the check was for right at like $900. And I'll never forget, I looked at Mark, and I was like, I'm going to buy the UCS Falcon. And he was like, do what? I was like, I'm going to buy the UCS Falcon. I had the smaller one that came with like Ray and Finn.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, you need to talk to your girlfriend, because at the time I was dating a girl. And he was like, you need to talk to her and make sure, that's okay. And I was like, screw that. It's my money. And I bought it. And it came in the mail. I immediately was like opening the box and looking at it. I was at work when I got it because I had it delivered to work because I really didn't want a $800 set sitting on my doorstep. Me and Mark were sitting there. We were looking at it, and I was like, dude, I hope you know that the minute I get home, I'm cracking this damn thing open. And I'll never forget the look he gave me. He picked up his phone and called, which is now his wife, and said, I am going to Richards after work. I will not be home. And we stayed up till almost, it was probably into like the 1 a.m. area. And we had to go to work the next day. And we had only gotten to like step 2 or 3. The first like 10 steps, you're just building that Technic frame.
Yeah, exactly.
And we went to work the next day, and the whole next day we were like, man, we're going to go back home to do this. We're going to go back home to do this. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I mean, it was bad. I was fiending almost. And we got off work. We went back home. We sat down. We started doing it. And as we were doing it, I said, stop. And he was like, what? I said, just stop. And he was like, for what? I was like, I'm not building any more of this until I create a YouTube channel. He was like, do what? I was like, I want a YouTube channel. I was like, I will want to show me building stuff like this on the YouTube channel. And we stopped while I was waiting on a camera and some other things. We bought the Apollo 5, or sorry, Saturn 5 and the Apollo. What was the Apollo one? I don't think we bought that. Yeah, I don't think we bought the lunar lander or the. I'm trying to think of the. What's the one called? That
Apollo 11.
The one that has the satellite coming out of the back of it.
Oh, the space shuttle.
Is that it?
Yeah, the Discovery.
Yeah, the Discovery. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. So we bought that and the Discovery, and we were just like waiting. I got the camera in, and we went and started the YouTube channel. So like it was just a thing that I wanted to do. So, like it, and it's crazy to think that, like, I know this is going to be one of those things that sounds like a tearjerker moment, but it's crazy in your life how much something might seem ridiculous to everyone. But I'm literally sitting in a group right now where it says there's 17 people watching, and there's 4 people on my panel that I would have absolutely never met if I wouldn't have bought that Falcon.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it was just a thing. Like everyone called me dumb. They were like, "Dude, you're spending $800 on a Lego set. You are not an adult." And I was like, "You shut your damn mouth and watch." And that's another thing that you kind of sit back and realize. Like before, and I was saying, if you could go back and change one thing, what would it be? It's crazy to it's crazy how fast time goes by. And then you look at it and look at the people you didn't talk to before that you talk to every day now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is sentimental moments with Bearded Brix. We would like to cry. We have tissues in the bathroom. Just leave a tip. But I've had fun doing this. The Lego community over the years I've somehow, which I'm not going to say somehow because I don't try to get in it, but I've avoided pretty much all drama. I don't think that I've ever been a part of. If I've been a part of a drama, I don't know about it, so I would like to know.
You at least want to enjoy it if you're going to be part of it, right?
I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'm a firm believer where if you're going to make up a story about me and I like it enough, I'll make it true. Tempt me.
All right. Well, I got to call it. I got to get up and go drive at UR in the morning.
Yes, sir. Well, y'all be safe. Take it easy.
Will do. I just
Don't,
got all this part out stuff uploaded, and I love it when I can take less than $100 of clearance at Lego and turn it into $430 of inventory.
Right.
And I love how I can get paid a $500 paycheck and then give $480 of it to Camel City.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good one. Enjoy the next 2 hours or next hour and a half.
Yeah, y'all take it easy tomorrow.
Yep.
See ya.
Y'all have a good one, Gene.
Will do. Bye.
Bye.
Here's the set I wouldn't get rid of.
Which one is that?
The Mandalorian speeder.
Ah. But see, like, that's what I'm saying. That's a rigged question because there's a bunch of stuff. Like, it sounds stupid. I know. But this right here. This is another one. I would have an extreme hard time getting rid of this. An extremely hard time. I've never been in the military. I've always been a huge fan of military aircraft. But once again, the YouTube channel has allowed me to meet people in life that I normally would have never met. And last year at Brick Fair, Dan gave me that.
Nice.
Well,
that? Which
So-
one's that one?
the Ghost. The
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
I bought it, but it was at a pretty nice discount.
Yeah.
This was
So
my
stuff like
first
that.
Lego set.
So you didn't mess with Lego at all growing up?
Nope. I was a poor
Like,
kid.
I don't really remember so when I grew up, I was a huge I had all the exploration sets. I loved I guess like the mummy stuff and everything like that. It sounds kind of corny, but I remember watching the Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser and
Right.
then like creating stuff like that in Lego.
Right.
The one, I guess the earliest memory I have was there was a pretty big police station at the time. My mom bought it for me for Christmas and stayed up all night putting it together so I could play with it the next day. And she was telling me about how she just spent hours putting it together, and she was like struggling putting it together. And then I woke up the next morning, within 10 minutes, destroyed it so I could build something else that I wanted. And it was just like, it killed her.
Now, if we're talking about Brick Mania kits, this is the kit.
Yeah, but you have that is beyond an emotional connection with you. That's a life story.
I've been on this. I've been on this.
So you don't build these? You don't take them out of the box?
I haven't built the Brick Mania kit yet.
See, my obsession with the Lego started way back. Of course, I'm older than you.
Well, I was about to say, I remember. So you're talking with that police set came out. I was probably 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking 29 years ago. Now, from the age of from the age of 11 to 29, 30, I don't think I touched Lego at all.
The earliest set that I can remember getting and that I loved, and I still got parts of it and everything. It was a little red truck that had a little trailer that had a motorcycle on it. I don't even remember the set number. I looked it up before and I found it because I want to rebuild it again. But yeah, I've played with that thing so much. Eventually, the front end of the motorcycle broke off, so I got to get another motorcycle.
Was it just a random set that you got for like Christmas or something?
It was either Christmas or birthday. I don't remember which it was. But it was, as far as I can remember, that's the very first set that I can either remember or sentimental to me because it's the first one I can ever remember. I might have had something before then, but that's the one that sticks out.
Yeah. I mean, stuff like that. It definitely means stuff. I looked at one time about getting the police station set and finding if I could, whichever one it was, and doing a thing where I got my mom on stream to build the set with me.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know that if y'all want to see her anxiety go like that.
Put it back together and it's like, oh, we're done, and then destroy it.
That's what I was gonna do, is just destroy it immediately again. Because I don't know. Did you ever follow me when it was me and Mark?
No.
So we built an AT-AT, and the minute that Mark built it, I pushed it over. He snapped it together, put it on the table. As soon as he put it on the table, I just and knocked it over. Tim's Brick says, definitely say hello as I will on the work crew helping to set up Brick Fair, and then my job is working the bling desk during the week and during public hours. I'll be there Wednesday setting up, but I don't really. I go there with no obligation and no, like, I guess I don't know. I go there for pure fun. Whatever happens, happens. I don't know a lot of people without them telling me who they are because I don't know, like, remembering everybody's faces like that sometimes is not the easiest. But definitely stop by and say hello. I will try to remember to stop by and say hello.
Ah, there it is.
And like that's like another thing. Like Gene, me and Gene have a crazy story. The Lego Masters hit me up and they were like, "Hey, we want you on the show. Can you send us pictures of mocks and blah 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 blah?" And I said, "Sure." Well, I sent them pictures of everything I had, and they were like, "Sweet, you're on to the next round. We need you to build a mock." And I didn't have the pieces for it what I wanted to do, so I hit up I went to Bricklink and found stores near me, and I hit up Gene and Tori because they were the closest one to near me. And I was like, what will it take for me to be able to come to your house and like go through your Lego stuff? And they were like, you're absolutely crazy. We're not letting you come to our house to look at our Bricklink store. And they ended up doing it. And
I have money.
yeah, take my money. It was like the third or fourth time meeting them to pick up a set or pick up pieces before it became like a, okay, these people aren't going to rob us type thing.
Right.
Which is totally understandable. I mean, look at me. Would you want me in your house? I still I'm really salty about that. Like, I wanted to be on Brickmasters so bad. Like, why did Lego Masters do that to me?
Who knows? I know they reached out to me several times. I ignored them.
All because I don't have the drama to sell on a TV show.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get much drama from me, and I can't have that much time off. So
I told dude, I was so trying to lie to go the first time. They were like, talking to me and Mark, and they were like, "Well, do y'all have like a story or, how did y'all meet?" And we were telling our story about working together. And I was like, "Mark," and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Tell him we're gay." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Tell him we're a couple." And he's like, "Dude, what?" And I'm like, "Dude, tell them we're a couple." I was like, "We will get on the show, Mark. Stop bullshitting." He's like, "I'm not doing that. My wife would kill me." I'm like, "I don't care."
oh, it's one of them marriages. Even better.
What goes on behind closed doors. I could have got on the show and said what'd you say, Wayne?
For you, I'm gonna build my first Brainiac kit.
I can't believe it really hurts my heart that you have all those and you haven't built one yet. I don't know how.
Well, I wanted to build one for YouTube. It just took me forever to start a channel.
I don't know how you kept them in a box that long.
Well, part of the reason is they're sentimental to me.
Well, yeah, but
those are part of my life for a while. So it's just taken me a bit to.
But it isn't. I mean, I know that I'm not gonna say I know what you did, but I have an idea of the time you spent on the ships and stuff. Does that not make you the ships didn't do nothing wrong? You should still have the connection with those ships.
Oh yeah.
I can't do it, man. As soon as I get home after I buy a set, I'm ripping it open. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm to a point where I can't do nothing else on this, and I'm about to open one of these battle packs I just bought. I'm done until Brick Fair gets over. Unless I get the urge to go. Well, I can't really go buy any. I'm out of base plates, but I can't go buy any more because even if I go buy any more, I don't have the 2x4s because I only bought enough to do what I had. So I would need to buy 2x4s. And then I have no more larger green plates. So I would have to buy more larger green plates.
No mo.
So it's just a whole process. That easy saying, oh, I'm just gonna go buy 2 base plates. It's only $14 or $15 for 2 of them. Just turned into a $400 ordeal because I don't have any other pieces I need to go with it. It's the life circle, man. It goes around and around. The minute you get paid, Lego is at your door like a debt collector.
Right.
Pay up, mother.
Hey, you see that? Hey, you need that.
Guess what we just released today?
Right.
But overall, beside the pieces that needed to be added to this, I'm really happy with the way this came out.
Yeah, it looks good.
I did take some pieces down. That's why it looks like it does. And then this walkway will connect to here, and then it branches out towards the village. And this will probably come this way a little bit and then branch out towards the jousting area. But another one bites the dust. At least that's what Freddie said. Now I got more clones to add to this. I'm not opening these clones. I'm going to wait. I'm going to tear apart into these. Whiskey. William or Harvey wants to know what your favorite build that you've done before has to be.
Hey, that set looks familiar.
Ooh. It's a good question.
The whole reason for the set is right here. This is all that matters.
Yes.
You know, I'm buying a lot of dinosaurs for somebody that don't have a plan.
Well, I have a plan, so.
Larar. Hey, I like that piece. I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, it's got
Oh,
some
it
decent pieces.
says there's 2 in here. Most of all this other stuff, like this helicopter cockpit, will just go to Gene and Tori.
Yeah. Well, shoot, the price you paid for it was well worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I keep the interesting pieces. Like, I keep all the minifigs. I keep all the dinosaur eggs. I'll keep this, like, hay piece right here because I can use it in the castle.
Yeah, I haven't opened up that one. I opened up the other one.
The other one's the only one that's not 4+, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to use the dinosaur out of it. That's the reason why I had that one there at our show.
I keep that dinosaur egg. I'll keep this little container just in case. Never know.
Never know.
He said the most memorable or most fun.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I need to clean up this area over
I
here.
think it's the modular police station.
Really? That's another one of those sets that it was extremely nice. I do think the coolest thing about the police station though is there's someone up top that's feeding in donuts.
Nice.
Have you built the police
That's
station?
stealing
No.
the donuts.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's the thief.
That's what the fishing pole's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like the whole, tunneling out and, I got the set as a police officer.
You were a police officer?
I love I'm a police officer right now. I just happen to be
God,
hurt and out of work.
You hate your life, don't you?
Well, I'm probably not going to be a police officer much longer.
Are you police, state trooper, or sheriff, or are you like police?
I'm a federal.
Ah, well, that's a lot different then. That's a lot different. I always love whenever there's like actually something serious and the police show up and they're like, well, we're going to have to call in the sheriffs.
Right.
Like, what did you show up for? I'm digging all the printed pieces in this set, though. I really like the little like U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Department of Interior.
What are you building?
The Jurassic World sets got put on clearance for like dirt cheap. So Domini found a bunch of them that I basically just bought from him to steal the dinosaurs out of.
Okay.
And it's got a bunch of cool printed parts in it. I'm not going to actually build anything. I just take the minifigs out and then swipe all the parts into a parts bin. All the bigger pieces, like this helicopter piece right here, will go into Gene and Tori's. I have a box over here that I throw all the the big pieces that I'll never be able to use in.
Yeah.
And I just give it to them for store credit. Because like this whole, like these support pieces are really nice, but I'm not building anything that high anymore. So what I do is I have bins like these or bags like these, and I just scrape all the pieces into it. And then once I'm done with the castle and I'm separating everything, taking it apart, I'll dump this bag out as part of what needs to be separated. And in the meantime, I use the bag quite often to grab parts out of and stuff like that. And then I give the instructions to Gene and Tori. Dominic, you're from the South, right?
From Texas, but yeah.
Wayne, are you from the South?
Nope. From
You'll know
Connecticut
something.
originally.
Do what?
From Connecticut originally.
Something I would never think it would ever be like good or possible for me to say. I started drinking unsweet tea and it's not bad.
Yeah, I've been trying to
build this stuff.
I've been trying to cut back on my sugar intake, so I've been doing more half and half or whatever. So getting used to it.
I quit soda completely, and then I hold on, I'll probably make some noise. I quit soda completely, and after I quit soda, you still go to a restaurant or you go somewhere, and then you're basically paying for a drink. And I was like, well, I started making tea at the house to give me something a little flavor other than water. And when I was making tea, I was basically like, I kept every time I made a different batch, I would cut sugar back more and more. And I got to where it was pretty much just like for a gallon of tea, it had like half a cup of sugar in it.
Yeah.
2 dinos. I got them T-Rexes.
That's what I thought. They're about the same size.
They're the same dinosaur.
Are they just a colored variation?
Yeah, just different colors.
That's what I thought. I wasn't for sure because I haven't pulled the first one out yet.
I got an hour left. I can build this.
No, you gonna actually build that one?
I'm gonna build the truck. I think the
Yeah.
truck. I've got 2 shelves over here that are full of vehicles in case I ever want to do another city. And I think this would be a pretty cool truck to have in the city. I like the huge like crate on the back of it.
Yeah, I'll probably end up building mine and putting it in the city too.
Some of the stuff from these sets aren't bad.
No.
I don't. That is one thing I'm not going to do, Wayne. While I'm down at Brick Fair, I probably will not buy any Lego sets. I definitely want that. I think it was yesterday or today one where Citizen Brick posted that picture of the drunk guy in his underwear.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'm definitely going to try to get him. It's like a drunk guy missing a tooth in his underwear with a beer. I definitely want that. That'll be my one up on John and them with the trailer park.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if Citizen Brick does a Brick Fair exclusive, they normally don't sell it anywhere but there. What do what?
When I build
I
mine,
did see that guy.
It's a pretty
When
cool looking little pig.
I think when I
Yeah,
build
did you see the
mine,
one
I'll
that
do the
posted
opposite.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dominique.
I said when I build mine, I'll do the opposite of all y'all because y'all are gonna do some rundown trailers and everything. I'll have the nice one sitting there.
I
in the middle
told
of everything.
John we have to have a rule. They cannot be a double wide. They have to be a single wide. You cannot do a double wide. Double wide is cheating.
Double wide take up the whole thing.
What's going on, Pandemonious? Panda. Yeah, you can't do a double wide. I already told him that since I'm a mechanic, I call having the car broke down in the front yard. I've got some I don't know how to word this properly. I got some female social workers that would look real nice. Not living at the trailer, but definitely visiting. What is going on, Nikki? Yeah, Gene left. Gene, you know how he is. He's old. I was like talking about this stream Wednesday, and he was like, "You mean it's at like 12 to 3 a.m.?" Like, yeah. He was like, "Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it." I was like, "I didn't ask you to." I was like, "I figured I'd be all right." And then it started hitting me. I was like, "Man, who in the world is gonna be watching my stream at 3 a.m.?"
Yeah. What's up
Like,
with
Will,
that?
I know it will. So it's 2 a.m. right now. At Will's house, it's 2. Nikki, where are you located at? Are you in America? Technically in Australia right now, it's 2 in the afternoon, right?
It's 2 or 1 or something like that. I forget what
Like
the time
13 hours behind, maybe, Or,
13.
sorry, 13 hours ahead.
Yeah, I think it's 13.
But yeah, I don't know who goes on after me either. I guess I need to figure all that out so I can get their link queued up.
Right.
Nikki said she's in Colorado and it's almost midnight. Man, it was midnight 2 hours ago here. I thought I was gonna be a lot more tired than I am, but I'm not really tired.
I'm surprised I'm still up.
It's 4 in the afternoon in Sydney. It's 3 in the afternoon in Tokyo.
I want to go to Tokyo.
It's nice.
So I got a question for you, Wayne. In your
Yeah.
military experiences, what's the nicest place you've ever been to?
That's a tough question because it depends on what you're looking to do.
It's classified.
I spent 3.5 years in Japan, so I do love Japan.
What part of Japan?
I was in Yokosuka, so I was southeast.
A buddy of mine really wants to go to Tokyo bad, and he keeps like, I've always wanted to go to Tokyo, but that's
Let's see
not
how
one of
far
those
it was
like
from Tokyo.
Tokyo is
Sounds kinda
definitely
random.
not one of those vacations that you just decide to wake up and go on.
Right. That's down around Okinawa, wasn't it? Or towards that direction?
Yes. That's right near each other, I believe.
I was about an hour and 15 minutes south of Tokyo. Okinawa.
Harvey said that he's in America. Hope said that they participated in the 72-hour stream in 2018. I think I've done this stream since 2019. Nerd Brick said, I think I hopped in on as well. I don't know if it was 2018. Nerd Brick said, wait, we have another Navy man here. And my family is from Okinawa, Japan. That's pretty crazy. I don't have exotic stories like that. That was one of those things when people, when I said earlier, what's something that if you could like go back and change, what would you have changed? When I was 18, I tried to join the Air Force, and the Air Force denied me. And at the time, I didn't know the Air Force was the hardest one to get into, and it kind of discouraged me. So I walked away. And if I could do it again, I don't know what my life would be like now, but I would have went and joined the Army. Navy.
Yeah, the military, it all depends on what you end up doing.
Wayne is another military man.
Happily retired.
He asked what your rate was.
IS.
I got a question for you then. What's your favorite gun to shoot?
Handgun or rifle?
Do rifle first.
I do love my ARs. The modularity in the AR is just awesome.
I have I sold a car like 4 years ago now, 3 years ago. And it was a car that was just kind of sitting around. I bought 2 other ones to replace it, didn't need it, sold it. and went out on a limb and bought a Built Precision AR-10,
Yeah.
and that is a very nice gun.
Yeah. It's on my list.
I recommend it.
I've got a for 308 a Remington 700.
This is a I forget the name of the barrel and the bolt carrier and everything, but I know the base of the gun was a Diamondback, just because that was one of like the cheapest ways to get an upper and a lower.
Yeah.
Hope said, just don't go after the Chima Ice Bears. You don't have to worry about me buying anything in the Chima series. I do not understand that line at all. I still really... Wayne, have you ever built a mock?
No, I have some on my list. Like I have a bunch of the damn little Lego stores.
Yeah.
And like the Lego brand store that's out right now that you can get, I think only at the Lego store. Like I don't know what that thing is trying to be, right? It opens up. It's like kind of like a dollhouse.
Yeah.
Where it opens up and you can have it as a facade, or you can have it closed and it's a building, but the building has no roof. And one of my other complaints about it is stop giving us these damn Lego stores with no employee.
Right?
Was it Citizen Brick or Eclipse Graphics that gave us the zombie Lego employee? Was it Citizen Brick?
I don't know. It sounds either one of them could have done it.
I will say I do have Star Wars on the list next. Just because it's something that, like the city, I don't know what it was about the city, but it just did not boost my channel like I thought it would. I enjoyed the city, but the bad part is, and this is nothing against you, Dominic, but everyone has a city. So it's very hard to do something to differ your city from someone else's.
That's true.
And so I did mine in all Marvel, and it just really did not get the impact that I wanted it to. And the castle has. And I've always talked about doing something military. I really wanted to do a World War II mock, and that was when me and Justin kind of designed the one that he's got now. I think his is 4x4 base plates, and it's pretty much the Germans are in a French town, and the French are trying to keep it. But I would love to do something military. Problem about military is a lot of that stuff is very historical and sacred, if you will. So you kind of have to get it 100% right. Yes, Haley, I am still going strong. I'm not falling asleep yet. You see my head hit the table, just watch it anyway. And anybody that hasn't yet, hit that like button. Beat it up. Destroy that bad boy. Make it so it doesn't work anymore. So you're coming down what day? Saturday?
Yeah.
Man, by the time you get there, I'll be a veteran. I'll know where everything's at, man. I'll be able to hook you up.
I've been looking at the map, so I'll be good.
Hope
My
said
first stop will
personally.
be Citizen Brick.
Yeah. Have you've been to a Brick Fair before, right?
This is my third.
I was gonna say, so you know that they like separate the vendor area
Yeah.
from the display area.
Yeah, don't worry. When I'm done at Citizen Brick, I'll come see you. Well,
Sure.
after I'm done with Citizen Brick, I'll stop by and talk to Dan, and then I'll come see you.
So you're coming with your family, right?
No, I'm coming by myself.
How long does it take you to get there?
It's like an hour and a half.
Do you have a hotel that night?
No, I'm going home. I'm coming home.
Man, you need to stay. Because if you're coming Saturday, I can do what I've heard some other people do before that I would totally never do because it's against the rules. But you
Right.
can always use somebody's name tag to stay in after they kick everybody out. And then when they kick everybody out is on Saturday night is when I hang out with Dan and Dylan. And no one would ever know that you weren't with me. But that is very wrong, and nobody should ever do that.
No.
Well, I mean, I will have my badge with me, so who knows what could happen.
You promise to use those cuffs on me?
I'll make sure that I have at least one set with me, all right?
Haley, I am building I think this is called the T-Rex Breakout.
Yeah. Oh,
and
no.
Wayne, what are you building?
I am building the Brickmania California Highway Patrol motorcycle duo.
I used to love that show. The movie the remake of it did not do it justice.
Oh, it's terrible.
I ain't watched it.
Harvey wants to know what's the rarest minifig you have.
Let's see. I've got Director Krennic. I've got Pre Vizsla. What's the trying to remember which Iron Man version I have. It was a poly bag that was given to me at the store.
The Iron Patriot?
No, I want to say it's like Silver Centurion.
Oh, yeah. What about you, Dominic? What's the rarest minifig you have?
Probably Velma.
What's the rarest minifig you want to get rid of?
None.
Did I tell you about that? You were on my stream when I was talking about the whole ordeal at Brix and minifigs, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's still kind of like, I don't know. I don't know why that got to me, but it did.
Yeah, it's odd the way they work.
I think the rarest minifig that I have, which it seems a lot more rare than it actually is, it's probably Revan. I don't know. Is Thrawn now worth more than Revan?
Might.
I got
Well,
Thrawn.
Yeah, it might be. Unless they come out with another one. They might change it up.
Spun says, finally able to join a live stream from the Bearded Bricks. How are we all doing? I am doing great. I'm not falling asleep yet. Still breathing. Yeah, I don't know if I don't really know what the I guess rarest minifig I have is. I mean, it would have to be something from Star Wars.
Probably.
Hey, I got plenty of syringes for the trailer park mock.
I know, right?
This is my favorite minifig.
Hold on real quick. Let me boom and boom. That's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
When you talk about non-Lego minifigs, let me get this right here. Let me this guy right here, which I don't know if it's going to focus on it.
Oh, that's the Ghost of Kiev, right?
Yeah, the Ukrainian pilot who stole the Russian jet.
Yeah.
General Patton is really cool, but he's not really that rare. Oh, I'll tell you right now something I have that is pretty rare. I have Robert E. Lee and Ulysses S. Grant from Brickmania.
Yeah, I never got those.
That was a you had to be there exclusive.
Yeah. Do you have the patent, like the full dress? Is that the one you have?
I have both. I have him in his dress,
Okay.
and then I have him with Willie the dog.
Yeah.
I have them two. I forgot the guy's name, but what is the guy that went down in history for World War II when he was the black chef who took over the 50 cal machine gun on the boat and shot down all the Japanese planes? It's something Morris.
Oh, it's Doris Miller.
Yeah, Doris Miller.
Yeah.
I have him.
Yeah, I've got him too.
I have the girl who invented the flag or cut the flag. I forgot her name.
Oh, yeah.
I've got Red Death, the Russian sniper girl.
Lady Death.
John Dillinger. I don't know if any of those I've got like 12 military guys that I don't think have any kind of name. I have the woman who was the mail carrier for World War II. The famous one.
Yeah.
Both Patton. And then I have what's the girl's name? The Riveter girl.
Rosie the Riveter.
Rosie.
Yeah, I have her. I can never remember them things' names. Now I have a bunch of.
Go ahead.
I've got a bunch of the Lando's Brandos. Oh, we got a donation. Let's play a clip for a donation. Are you a Star Wars fan? I got this.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup. Do you want to go do karate in the garage? Yup.
Nice.
I waited for a long time to play that. No, it's not Betsy Ross. I have a guy. So I really hate that I threw away the blister packs they come in because I've got a World War II guy that's in his dress, and he's a Navy soldier. He has the white common Navy hat on.
Wait,
But-
say that again.
It's a World War II Navy guy. He's in his dress downs, and he has like back then how they had the white hat that like the edges flipped up.
Yeah.
He has that on, but I don't know that he's anybody special. I don't know that he's one
not.
of the.
He's just a World War II sailor.
Yeah. Now I do have the. I don't know where Dan pulled him out of, but I do have 3 of the crew for the B-17 bomber. That's one of those flex sets. I don't know how I ended up with that, but I've got one. That's another one that would be really. I would almost be willing to get rid of my UCS Falcon to keep that B-17 bomber. I forgot on the donation, Dominic. You are. Do you have a beard?
I got facial hair, but not quite a beard. More like a Tony Stark ish.
Thanks for that again, man. I appreciate it. Can't believe you called yourself Tony Stark.
I didn't call myself.
Man,
I said ish.
you put him in one movie, and next thing you know, he thinks he's a star.
Hey, I'm in 2 movies now, all right?
I still wish, man, when they were down in Greensboro shooting that movie for Will Ferrell, I wish there would have been a way I could meet him. Like, out of all people. I've got 2 of those Star Wars donation things that I created. I need to create some other ones. I wanted to create a Harry Potter one. I got a Talladega Nights one. The
Nice.
Talladega Nights one I don't think is uploaded though. You have to upload them, and I've been working on the 2 videos, so I haven't lately.
You've been busy with other stuff.
I know. I mean, well, you were watching. I got pretty a good ways done with the South Carolina lug video.
Yeah.
I got my Castle Faction video done. That thing took forever. I really didn't expect it to take so long. I got most of a video filmed for Tuesday. Well, I guess when I'll put it out for all the next castle video, but it'll be an army. It won't be about the castle.
Right.
It's really killed me that the castle's been apart like for 4 weeks. I haven't taken a single picture of the castle in 4 weeks. Like, I don't know how, like, I don't know, being in your situation where you can't really have your stuff out on display all the time. Like, how does it work when you're trying to add stuff to it? You just pull it out, build it, and then put it back up, and then back and forth?
That is a good question. It really depends. If it's something that has to do with the beach area and the ocean, then yeah, usually I pull out several of them and alter it and then put it back. If it's a building, they're independent anyway, so I usually don't need anything else.
Yeah.
It just really depends on what part it is.
Aren't you ready to like kick your daughter out of your house and be like, I need your room?
Often. But she's just fixing to turn 8, so I got a while.
She can at least live outside on her own for at least a week.
Yeah.
I want a bigger area. I know that's like what everybody wants. I think this will be the first tractor trailer I have,
Nice.
and it don't look bad. I like the grill.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I need to build mine.
I wonder if this is a Peterbilt or it's a Mack.
Could be a Freightliner.
Yeah, it could be a Freightliner. I bet it's a dyno hauler.
Right.
I started 2 weeks ago with only owning 3 dinosaurs, and now I have 30.
You're welcome.
I don't know how that happens. I really hope you could find that one set that has that pterodactyl thing in it, because I don't have a flying dino.
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of them on the shelf, so yeah, or sitting there. So yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Now the poly bag that came out last year that had the baby raptor and then the mosquitoes stuck in the 1x1 brick.
Yeah.
I bought like 20 of those when they went to $1 a piece just for the raptor.
Nice.
I've got the Jurassic Park thing up there. I don't know if you can even see that. I guess you can. In front of it's where all the dinos are. There's like 30 of those little raptors up there. I need to build another city to use the vehicles with. And then I got to build a train to go around the castle. I got to build a World War II mock. I got to build the Star Wars stuff.
Shoot, if you kept the castle like it is and built the city around it, this would be a huge block.
I would have to buy another house.
I know, right?
Haley doesn't think that I'm going to tear apart the castle, but she's really mistaken.
Eventually, everything comes apart.
The city came apart way too well. I'm almost positive, though, like, as a YouTuber, I try to film as much as possible for content,
Right.
but I could do a lot better if someone just followed me with the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Justin would have not been able to make it home from Brick Fair last year with everything we purchased if we would not have broke the city. What? I thought this thing sat on here.
I thought it did too.
It hits the wheels.
You're missing something?
Oh, no, you have to. It doesn't sit all the way. I got it now. I was trying to sit it all the way up against the cab, but it's backed off one.
See, I'll probably end up building the truck and not putting the back piece on and probably put something else on it.
I think they're too big. I was going to say, I have a bunch of those shipping containers from Citizen Brick or Eclipse Graphics, but I think they're like another
probably, a little too long.
studs.
Yeah.
Hope that drop test. Should we drop test the truck?
Sure, why not?
Man, that's a sturdy truck.
Right?
The only thing that fell off is the one thing that didn't have a connection. All right, we're going to drop test the castle net.
Oh.
And there's another set of instructions for Gene and Tori. I need to definitely clean up down here. I made myself a promise to clean up a lot of this stuff before I started Brick Fair. Crap, I threw the instructions over there and I don't know which minifig goes to what. I still have the box. I think all these minifigs I might throw in John's pile. I made a promise to 2 people that I shouldn't have made.
Womp, womp, womp.
I know. I told him and Kip, I was like, man, I got a bunch of minifigures that I'm not doing nothing with. Y'all are more than welcome to them. But I mean, like I do. I have a ton of minifigures that I'm not using that I can give to them. But at the same time, I don't want to give the minifigures away.
You didn't even offer me. What's up with that?
Hey, Richard.
What? Yes, sir. Is that
These are all my seals.
Are they all the same one? The black one that they just came out with not too long ago?
I've got 4 of the divers.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
I've got a couple of the loose guys that come in the 11-meter rib. The Vietnam War seal. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Most of my
I got like 5 of the modern U.S. Navy SEAL, and then I've got a bunch of the Neptune Spear SEALs.
most of my minifigs are World War II. And Dominique, I actually owe John.
Are you trading them off?
Yeah, I don't know what I did with it down here. I think I've just it's sitting over there. I took that whole bag of stormtroopers from him.
How many was there, roughly?
There's at least 50 in that bag.
Wow.
All right, minifigures are built. Got everything out of this set that is of use to me as of right now. And we'll bag the rest of this up and call it a day.
Stick a fork in it.
I know I'm gonna have to get a bigger tub or a bigger bag.
Yeah, apparently there was a person on Marketplace selling a whole bunch of the Jurassic sets around Kip's area. Kip was like, hey, I'm going to get this one set. Is there any of these you want? And I was like, yeah, I want these.
You're building a Jurassic Park there, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's my next mock after my space one.
That was NC Lug done that as a collaboration.
Right.
So like, technically I have this handful of minifigures that I could give them because I don't need this many Owens.
Right. But yeah, mine's going to be very automated once I get it done.
Of course it is.
Of course. Lighting and automation. That's what my deal is.
Oh, I'm going to put this truck in the castle.
Nice. Have it like coming out of a time warp.
I got enough of those Doctor Strange things. I can make a portal.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't have any room for the dinosaurs.
Oh no, you need another shelf.
I know. I could put them behind the B-17. What I need to do is get rid of this gator up here. Yeah, I've got like 30 of those little raptors up here.
Jeez.
Things I didn't know I needed, right?
Right.
Will said I keep having problems on my end, lost internet, then phone dad, but now it's late and I have stuff to do in the morning. Have a great stream. See you all next time. Hit that like button.
Later, Will.
Hey, Will, before you go, here's the masonry bricks that I ended up picking up.
Nice.
That's all masonry bricks.
Yeah, white and medium nougat.
You want my address?
Why, they wouldn't make it there in time before you left.
I don't need them for before then. I need them for after. That's what. So I have a plan in my village. I want my entire village to be built using colors that you would normally not think of. So like I'm using a bunch of white masonry. I have a bunch of reddish brown. I have a bunch of nougat. I have a ton of dark orange bricks. Don't tell Leon that, by the way, Dominic.
I didn't hear nothing.
He keeps he kept buying all those dark orange, and I was like, should I tell him that I have like a massive box full of these things?
No, don't tell him.
I'm gonna make them all myself. The plan behind it is so I started paying attention to things after no more pretty much put me on the spot. My castle doesn't have a name. My castle, the story behind my castle is kind of in my head and not really on paper, if that makes sense. So what I had to do was sit down and come up with the story. I had to show everybody or tell everybody exactly what is going on. So in order to do that, I'm going to do it a step further. And what I'm going to actually do is when I get back from Brick Fair, the castle will come back downstairs. It'll be put back together on the table, and I'm going to create a trailer. And when I create that trailer, is going to be kind of how I go about things. But the entire village is going to be stuff by me. I don't want to copy any building, but at that same time, there's things that I would like to do is kind of like I guess like a homage type thing. Like, for instance, I'll show you. Let me go here. Scoot the computer a little closer. Present. So, like this, everyone knows this famous set.
Mm-hmm.
Clicked on the wrong one. In my village area, there is going to be a farm off to the side. And in that farm, I have plans for all the plants and all the stuff like that, but I still need a farmhouse. So I've seen stuff like this right here. This is one of those things that I would like to pay homage to this somehow, whether it's maybe just keeping the roof or, I mean, this is on a 16 by 16 base plate, so I could easily lengthen it and widen it. And I thought about doing that, but I really like the way it looks and maybe changing the colors in it. I don't really care about what the interior has in it just because the stuff I'm going to be doing is going to be on the outside of it. But where's that? So right here with like the hook and the pickup to go up top, like I really like that. Like I like this whole, I like the look of how that is. So do I want to like create this and pay homage to it, or do I just want to do my own thing and incorporate ideas that I like from this to it, if that makes sense? because I'm not going to have mine split open. It's going to be done. And then I started in studio to where, man, look at that advertisement. Advertisements used to be good, didn't they? But I want it to be where I guess it would be another 8x16 base plate. So it would be big. What is going on,
It
Midi
looked
Brick?
good.
What'd you say, Wayne?
Welcome back, Mayo. Welcome back,
what's
Mayo.
up? See you later, Hope. So there's a couple things that I would like to kind of, I guess, rip off. In other words, because I would like in the city, for instance, that I was building. One of my favorite modulars, just the way it looks, is the bank. So what I done was took the bank design and just made it bigger. I think I might do something like that with the Castle Village.
Okay, here, let me show you my dilemma with, or not dilemma, but my starting parts for the Lego.
Plus, I've got 2 goats now, so I might as well show you that they come in.
The goats.
Das Goat.
With no holes in them.
No. You know what Haley told me?
Huh.
She was like, I really like the goats you got me, but 2 of them, there's no 2 of them that are the same color. I'm like, okay. She's like, so is there a way that you can like get me one to match? And I'm like, what? She's like, well, I know it's kind of hard to find one of these because they're fake. She's like, so can you order a real one and let me just have one real and one fake? No.
Are you crazy?
We're not drilling a hole through a goat. Tempt me, though. Tempt me. The thought's there. The thought is there. So those are all the Lego stores?
Well, they're some of the newer ones. Like this one came from Legoland Orlando. This is the previous one that was in stores. This whole thing actually came from a bulk pickup, a bulk lot that I ended up buying. It had everything that's here except for the red minifigure. And then this is the new store. So these are all now feeder parts for the lot when I end up building it. But here's my problem is going to the store, going to the Lego store on my trip there yesterday, is now I have these slides. So now I want to work a slide out of the building.
So one of the things I've always noticed is they tend to put pieces on the pick-a-brick wall that have a huge popularity in sets around that time. Like we ended up getting the white masonry bricks because the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy set.
Right. I have 2 of those.
And I wonder what in the world those slides are coming from. Mayo, I will be building a castle until December.
Yeah, I'm not sure unless it's some French set that has it in it.
I don't know. I mean, they normally, I'm a strong believer in they normally go around some kind of connection area like that. I really wish that when we would have went down there that I would have found those masonry bricks. Which I still have a bunch coming in my lug order that I keep forgetting about.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I could have. I tried to talk John into letting me get mine while I was down there.
Yeah, he won't let anybody have them yet.
I was like, dude, I'm at your house. Come on. Please.
It's right there. I could see it.
Well, the truth is they aren't done.
Yeah, I know. It's mostly done.
I conned him out of what I conned him out. Well, I'm not gonna say conned. I asked him.
You did what you could do.
I told him straight up. I was like, look, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I really need those Lion Knights.
Oh, you got Lion Knights from him too?
Well, the Lion Knights are what I ordered off of Lug Bulk.
Oh, okay, the lug bolt.
And he
Okay.
told me that was like one of the first things they did was knocked out the figs.
Gotcha.
And I was like, is there any way I can have the Lion Knights? I was like, because it's going to help me so much at Brick Fair.
Nope.
Well, I got him. He gave him to me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Impressive.
That was the only thing I got to see.
You don't get to see the rest of this.
Mayo said, I haven't got to tell you this recently, but it's fantastic that your castle content caught whiff on the algorithm. How do you think it happened? I'm not really sure, man. I'll be honest with you. I've watched so many videos to where they talk about algorithm and how it does this and how it does that. And I don't know. I wish I knew more of the logistics part of YouTube, but I don't.
One of the things that I've heard is consistency. When you upload the same day, week in, week out, it helps.
I mean,
out
there for a while. I mean,
tremendously.
I definitely go live every Wednesday, no matter what. And then I'm on Good Morning Brick World, which does nothing really for me when I do that as far as algorithm because it's on someone else's channel.
Right. What it does is it drives people to your channel.
Yeah. But I'm talking about with algorithm, it's really about videos, and there's like three main things that you need to remember when trying to make a video. And it's hard for me to do because I've just recently gotten to the hang of it, but don't talk about something that you can show it. It's just one of those things that you're going to have to if I tell you that I had 500 Black Falcons, that's cool. I have 500 Black Falcons. But if I say I have 500 Black Falcons while I'm showing them to you, it's a lot different. You have to keep people's attention. Like,
hey, Brick Tactical's doing a bang up job on their minifigs.
Yeah. The other thing is, I will tell you, I had, I guess we can talk about this. Y'all are two people that kind of would agree with me, I think, on this. I had a talk with someone last night, and I know that we see different sides of things in a lot of situations, but we were talking about Lego YouTubers. Now, I have no beef with nobody out there. There's not a single person that I had any kind of drama with. But when it comes to Lego YouTubers and how there's just an abundance of them, I don't understand how people can have a video where they put together a Lego set that they went and bought at a store, and somehow it's got 50,000 views, where there's people like me and there's people like Domini and there's people like Whiskey that have all these builds that are documented and are big, and they have all been off the top of the dome, and they've got 5 or 6 views or even 500 or 600 views. I don't understand it. I would much rather.
In fairness, I have 4 videos up. So
I'm saying in general, I would rather see somebody's mock than I would somebody build a Lego set.
Yeah.
Mocks are much more of a monster to take care of. And building a Lego set, sorting Lego, stuff like that. Those videos are nice, but I mean, I don't want to watch somebody sort Lego without them having a conversation behind it.
Right.
Having to take this apart because my OCD is kicking in and I can see a corner of red. So now I will never be able to get this back together the way it came apart.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing it on Saturday.
It's really weird that it's worked out this way, but every convention I go to is the first time I see it together with something. Like this will be the first time I see it together. Yeah, it'll be the first time I see it with the whole entire river and everything put together.
Yeah, it was impressive without it. Now it'd be even more impressive.
I'm hoping so. I really, like I've said 100 times, I am not cocky by any means, but I do want that award. I don't think I stand a chance in getting it. I really don't. But I want that award. I'll be okay with being nominated. I'll say that.
And you're listed on the map as Black Falcon Castle, right?
Yeah, I'm like, if you look at the castle, if you're looking down at the map at the castle, I'm the top right corner of it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That was before it was given a name, but now it has a name.
You gonna put your Brick Universe awards next to it?
I don't know. I thought about that. I don't want that to disqualify me.
I don't think it would.
Like, come on! I won Best of Show there. Can't I at least get nominated here?
Right.
But it is a totally different monster at the same time. Brick Universe was very fun, and it was an extremely nice show. But Brick Fair is a monster in its own.
Oh yeah, it's been around a long time.
I guarantee you this just did not go together the same way it came apart. But the important thing is it is together. And I somehow have a piece left over.
Oh.
I have this whole tower left over.
Oops.
I can branch this like that. And then where did I put those pieces?
Why do I have...
Hey, as we get close to the end here, make sure that you don't forget to drop a link to Mayo's stream.
Yeah, I got his channel pulled up.
He'll call you out on it. That guy, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got his channel pulled up. All right, we're good now. There's no colors to be seen. Well, before I say that, let me check this out. I'm pretty sure all the filler brick is
Well, it's all red on that side.
There's a section in here, though, that is... I'll fix it. Don't you worry. Look, there's a ton of flaws in my castle. But I promise you, if you can find them after I've doctored it, you deserve an award. There's an entire tower of mine that I built too big, but I overcame the obstacle.
Thanks, Mayo. I just brought that up.
Yeah, I got it. I got it ready to go. It's definitely been a fun event. Next year, I will definitely make sure to try to do it earlier. And I definitely appreciate y'all two hanging with me.
No worries.
I'm surprised I'm still up, but yes.
I've
it weird?
I've converted over to my covert cup.
That your night cup?
There you go.
Hold on real quick. Definitely not whiskey. So with your name being whiskey in that cup, what's your favorite whiskey? Maker's Mark?
Actually, this is pretty good stuff right here. Angel's Envy, straight from the distillery.
Yeah.
But one of my favorites as a New Englander, I love maple. So this is not overpowering. It's kind of got that mapley flavor on the back end. But it doesn't taste like, some of these things that aren't actually whiskey. They're just an alcohol with flavoring, and they call themselves whiskey. So my bar here is stocked with whiskey. My first name is Wayne. So in the military phonetic alphabet, W is whiskey.
Yeah.
So, and then the 488 comes from my badge number.
I don't know. When it comes to whiskey, I don't know what I quit drinking a while ago. I don't have anything against it. It was just one of those things that I didn't enjoy it as much as I used to, type thing. And I still do every now and then. Like I signed up the Brick Fair, the Impaired Building. I'm doing it. But I don't know. Like I have to say, I was really just a Jack Daniels guy. And I know that it's more on the bourbon side, but I really like Buffalo Trace.
Well, Jack Daniels is whiskey, and Jim Beam is bourbon.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more bite in Jack Daniels than Jim Beam. Jim Beam's just a lot smoother. And so that we're not just talking about whiskey. Check out this Brickman 47 minifigure from minifigures.com.
You got a Hitman too?
Yeah, I had to. I'm a huge Hitman fan. Let's see. Yeah, I think that my plan was really to be at Brick Fair this year with something, but obviously the situation that
I'll be honest with you,
and all that.
Don't ever think you have to take something to Brick Fair. The first year I went, I had just as much fun as the second year, and I didn't display. The pros and cons, the big pros and cons to that is, if you are displaying, you have a table, you have somewhere to sit. You can go buy something and come back to your table and set it down. But the con to that is you also kind of need to be at your area. You don't need to to run around constantly and just kind of not be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But-
I thought about if we weren't operating as a one-car family right now, and I didn't really have to think about like, am I going to pay for one day ticket or am I going to pay $105? Then it would be a lot easier for me to go, yeah, I'm just going to go all 4 or 5 days.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. I've got a buddy named Trevor, and Trevor's not sure if he's going yet. It's a little. I mean, it's a far drive for him just to show up for a Lego convention, for one day. But I have 2 free tickets. I don't know what they consist of. I don't know, like, what I need to do as far as supposedly they're in the bag. They did the same thing at Brick Universe. They gave me free tickets, but by the time I knew they had gave me free tickets, the one person, Domini, and the other person I knew, Dakota, both bought their tickets to come already because it was sold out.
Sold out on what day?
At Brick Universe, it was sold out both days.
Oh, Brick Universe.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen Brick Fair sell out. I think they're going to cram as many people in there as they can.
Yeah.
I just pulled up this little picture to give me an idea of what a mine cart looks like. I need to create this mine cart.
Isn't there a mine cart in one of the older Indiana Jones sets?
I think so, but it's actually like got some molded pieces for the side paneling and stuff.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of sets with mine carts.
And I'm not trying to do all that.
I gotcha. I didn't know if it was like a simple build.
I've got an extremely easy idea to build one. The only thing I actually don't have, I can build 2 of them, but I don't have the wheels.
What do you need? The small wheels?
I was thinking of using those wheels that are like the train wheels that look like dumbbells.
Yeah, the small little wheels.
I can bring you some of those.
Let me do this real quick.
Oh yeah, I dropped the link. We're 2 minutes out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put his link up. I did a stupid thing. When the collection that I bought had so many wheels and tires in it that I got tired of pulling with them, and I didn't think I would ever use them. That I gave them all to Gene. I don't know.
Just tell Gene you want it back.
I don't know if any of those are in there anyway. Let's say I don't know where they would even my wheels and tires would even be. I have a ton of like the X-Wing style tires.
You need some like the roller coaster wheels.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
we're 1 minute out.
I don't know. But it's definitely been fun. I'll probably stay up another hour now trying to get these damn mine carts finished. Now that I have it on my brain. But I hope everybody has had fun. It has definitely been real. I'll definitely be doing it next year too, probably. And I hope to see everyone in Brick Fair. I will be live Wednesday night, possibly, if the internet allows it.
Live from the hotel?
No, I'll be at the convention.
Oh, live from the floor.
Yeah, last year what I ended up doing was putting I basically turned the laptop towards the mock and stood behind the mock because Wednesday there's nobody in there but the people that have paid to be in there. As far as the exhibitors and stuff.
Time.
All right. It's 3, so don't make Mayo mad.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Well, technically, he can start whenever. I technically do not have to end for him to start because he is actually starting right now. Everybody just needs to bleed from my channel to his channel, I guess. But I can also end this, and then we can all be in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Go hit up Mayo. Peace.